the 2007, 2008, there were job losses then.
Massive ones.
If you look at even the ones in the past prior to that. So accepting that this situation has happened not because of what you did, but because of what happened with the pandemic, and now companies are struggling. Even the company you are working for isn't making what it used to make before the pandemic. It's you now realizing, oh, this is not only affecting me, but it's affecting everyone. And companies are stressed, and there's no money, and also accepting that things have changed. Some restructures, some retrenchments might not happen because companies cannot afford to pay. Companies might realize that now they do not need to run, with maybe let's say 400 members of staff. They can actually run with 200, and they use technology to execute certain duties that were done by the 200. So clearly it means that things are changing, things are evolving, and that's the first start, because then at least you are able to realize that this isn't about you, your competence, your skills. It's about what's going on nationally, globally, and what needs to happen.
I noticed that in America they use softer expressions. Instead of saying retrenchment, they say downsizing or right-sizing. Do you have any thoughts on that? Why is it necessary for companies to soften the blow by describing it in a much more diplomatic manner?
I like explaining it in a way that gets people to understand the reality of it. Think about a tree. Now, if you have a tree with fruit, with that bears fruit, right? I always say, an employee, it's like someone sitting under a tree with a camp chair, and they forget that. They sit under a tree with a camp chair and they're enjoying the fruit, and they forget that they're enjoying fruit of a branch of a tree that doesn't belong to them. So now think about the tree itself. The owner of the tree can do anything with the tree at any time. Now, if you have a tree, Mr. Mobe, at your homestead, the blackberries, right? The common ones around. And it costs you because you have to clean all the time, and it has branches that go beyond your boundary wall.
To the neighbors.
And now you have conflicts with the neighbors. Or just, you figure out that this tree is a burden. Somehow I need to figure out what to do with it. What do you usually do to that tree?
Yeah, I mean, we've had that problem at the extension 2 with the Morula tree, which was dumping fruit every year on the neighbor's side. We tried to cut it. Fortunately, it was a very stubborn tree.
It was a very stubborn tree.
And then we gave up somewhere.
But here, realize this. Do you know the tree can, you can cut the fruit, right? Or you can cut the branches. You can prune the branches. Or you can uproot the tree.
Yes.
So that's basically what restructuring or is, you can lose your job. Or
so you compare it to just gardening in a sense of tilling a tree.
So clearly the concept is simple, that the tree doesn't belong to you, and when the owner decides to cut certain things, sometimes you because you have remained under the tree for so long and enjoyed not only the fruits but the shadow of the tree, you tend to think, no, you're comfortable now, and you even own that particular tree. Well, it's not yours. I mean, we had a tree in Peak where they had 5,000 fruits. Remember what was it called? BCL. Now the tree is not there anymore, right? So trees can be uprooted. Can be pruned. A lot of things can happen to them. Or some can decide to uproot it and